Oh, you're also, yeah. Well, you blew up the first church in New London. Well, I'll get Muigo Standing Bear to come. And he can bring dynamite from Indonesia. Well, I'll get the exiled, you know, lowest class cast of the cast of India. Raise them from the dead. Bring it back. Redeem them from Modi 3.9125. Well, Modi 0.5. Or, well, how small, big do you want it to be? Well, how about Modi a Googleth of a thing? I don't know who Modi is. His face on a screen. He's nobody. To me, he's not. I don't know any of these people or any of these faces. There's the people I see on the screen like this, but I'm real. They're not. Not to me, they're not. How can I see all these people from around the world on my little screens here, but they can't see me? And why am I concerned about somebody named Modi? I don't know his name. From New Delhi. New Delhi. New Delhi. Well, I could have a New Delhi around the corner if you wanted one. Do you want a New Delhi with some Cat's Deli with pastrami and stuff? I used to go there and get those sandwiches. It doesn't exist anymore. So if Old Delhi in India isn't quite up to code, and you don't have any shoes to wear and you're on bicycles and things like that, or crawling in mud huts or something. Well, come to New York. We got big, tall buildings over here. They're very modern and nice. There's enough to hold as many as you can get here. Well, just, we'll call Queen Elizabeth II. The star of India, Victoria. Well, they got your diamond hat. We'll go to London first and slaughter the Queen and get the Victoria Hope diamond hat and get that, and then, well, tell that Labour guy, get the fuck out and get a Tory person. Cole Cameron. Whatever his name is. I saw him run around for a while. Or helping out, that fucking guy. Well, I asked him, say, you going to help us get a little boat and row across the Atlantic Ocean? No, we want to come. We want the Royal Navy to come to Bombay. And bring some gin, too. Bombay gin. It's not Mumbai, it's Bombay. And get Ricky Tikki Tavi, too. Because you got to clean all the cobra snakes out of the Buckingham Palace before we blow it up. I don't know, get the termites out. Well, claw the termites out of the, Princess Queen Kate. Well, yeah, she can't have no baby. She got termites out her cunt. I don't know. I don't care. It's ridiculous, all this bullshit. That's how stupid it all is. Everything I say can be true and false or not. I have no way to independently verify. So as far as I'm concerned, don't give a fuck. They're all dead, and if I see them here, well, I'm going to go on a rampage. I'm going to gather up a posse. Posse comitatus. I have that authority. Well, I do. Of course, it's a common law thing. Well, the law's pretty common here because there is no law in New York. There's no state law here. Albany has no jurisdiction. The city council, I see them on Roku meeting, but I can't go to a meeting. So, are they really doing anything? There's zero accountability publicly for any of these people that purport to be doing something here. I don't know where they meet either. I can't even find Adam's office. I tried for several days in the pouring rain, and they just took pictures of me, made fun of me doing that. So I'm all over that. Well, I lived here then. I just playing it all out, doing every little effort I can. I'm sick of it after 4 years of being here and 2 years over there. Well, I was supposed to be a student at Columbia University. I don't think it exists. I don't think so. Never met anybody that said they worked at Columbia University or were a professor at Columbia. I didn't. Never. No. Kelly Brown Douglas was with the Episcopal Divinity School. Well, she has books, but she never claimed to be part of Columbia University. No, she was with Episcopal Divinity School. a separate not-for-profit corporation somewhere. They own buildings up in Cambridge, supposedly, so she's part of that. Last time I knew, address was at the St. John the Divine Cathedral. Well, I don't know how you have an address there. I don't know where Carol Brown Douglas is, or Miguel, or the other guy. Miguel and the other guy, two gay guys. A Spanish gay guy married to another gay guy. Well, they're an abomination against the law in the state of New York. They don't allow homosexuality here. So I guess Doug and Miguel, find them. I heard that Miguel was married to a man shacked up somewhere in Brooklyn, hiding out, fornicating and sucking cock and stuff and being butt-fucking people and spreading AIDS and disease and gonorrhea everywhere. Well, they're a health hazard. So I think you should gather up Miguel and his husband and Doug, too, from Brooklyn, I guess. I can't police all these fornicators and butt-fuckers. Buggery, you know, that's a law in London still. So I will pick out the buggery law. We'll call your friends, the Anglicans from Africa, and have them come. They're real religious people. Well, they can come and excise out the sin out of Miguel and Doug. And well, get Kelly Brown Douglas. Last time I knew, she shaved her head off like some kind of false prophet. Well, get her by her nape of her neck and throw a rope around it and string her up and lynch her like a nigger. Because she's a dirty fucking nigger. She's no prophetess or priest. Kelly Brown Douglas, forget about her book. She's a fraud. I saw her hair all shaved off like she thought she was some kind of what? People in saffron robes who sacrifice themselves? She's no prophetess or priest. She's not even a professor I know of. Somebody writes a book and rubs up in robes and has her hair all shaved off. A black woman? A black woman out in public with her head shaved? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, obviously she doesn't have enough money to go to a proper salon for black women. No black woman I know would be out with her head shaved off. Are you fucking kidding me? No, they would wear a wig at least if they didn't have hair. Well, if the black man and his wife has a disease, she says, a Pisha thing, and that's her excuse, and she's black, and she says she got a disease that causes it, well, let Carol Brown Douglas get a diagnosis from a doctor at Mount Sinai Hospital. I'll meet her at my doctor's office on East 34th. Get the black nigger bitch in New York. She's no Anglican. She's no priest. She's no nothing. She's part of those conspirators. All of them. There is no Anglican church. Not in America. And get that nigger from South Carolina, the presiding bishop. He's a fucking nigger from down south. Well, you should still be in chains. Well, ship me back to Africa in chains and burn them all up, too. Get all the black priests of the Anglican Church of this of Lord. Some black man running the Anglican Church that's as whiter than I am. What an abomination. A black nigger. A slave man who ran away. Just the last year or two? Well, there's slavery down there. Well, get him in the chains and put him in the stock and whip him. Like Kinte, like my friend from Norwich who has photographs of her father being whipped and all the time. Well, get him out. Get all the black priests of the Anglican Church. Well, whip him to tie him up. Put him in stocks in Norwich and beat him. Kill them all. Allahu Akbar in the name of Allah. Muhammad, peace be upon him. Get it done. I'm tired of being a prisoner of war in my own country. Nobody's done this. Fuck it all. Burn it down, blow it up. Start in Berlin. Start in Paris. Start in London. Start in Rome. Start in Lisbon. Start in Portugal. Leave Poland alone. Leave Hungary alone. Kill them in the Balkans. Let the Mountbatten boys, Will and Harry, go to Greece. Well, their grandfather's supposed to be from Greece, a prince. Then you get to fucking Greece and drive out the Muslims in the Balkans. Kill them all. They don't belong there. Send them to the Levant. Send them to Palestine. Send them to the House of Saud. Well, if there are MBS and the Saudis or anywhere but in the Arabian Peninsula, well, then you'll drive them to Medina. Well, they don't belong anywhere. We'll get Lawrence of Arabia, the English movie actor, to come and drive them out and put them where they belong. Send them to Iran or Persia. We'll speak Urdu. I don't give a fuck. We'll send them to Egypt. Send them to the Sinai. We'll send them to Waterloo. We'll let Napoleon do it. We'll pin it across. Bring me the last pieces of the Going Cross civiliancy from the deep dark vault of London. Pull it out of, well, yeah. Oh, let Camelia. Oh, yeah, she's the real queen. Charles III's the imposter. Put Charles III's wife on the throne as queen. And then have her hack the other people up in the, right off the balcony. Just hang them all off the balcony like they do in Paris or, I guess, Venice. Well, dig up London and put in Venice boats. I mean, why not? Well, blow at Frankfurt and take all the Frankfurters and out of there and send me some hot dogs because they got no money. Why not? Well, before you do anything, before you do a call or a put in the stock market in Chicago, the Chicago Board of Trade where they trade commodities, well, if you want to put in call, well, call, I don't know, call me, 646-299-6923. Well, if you want to have a call, fine. But if you want to have a put or call, if you want to do a call 646-299-6923. But if you want to have a put, well, you better put your put. You better call Putin. But you got to call Lavrov first to see if he'll let you call me. To me to call somebody below Lavrov to say, hey, they're calling me because they want to put a put, but they got to do the Putin to put the Putin in. And then we'll both be busy, and there's no calls or puts. And if there's a problem figuring that out, well, give it to the genius Zelensky, Voldemort, of the evil thing of whatever, called J.R. Rawlings or something. And have her conjure up Voldemort Zelensky. Voldemort. Okay, Voldemort. Well, let Zelensky run around. We'll call Elon Musk first. Have Elon Musk give him a private jet plane. But make sure he calls me because I'll make it invisible. And then I'll give Zelensky, if he comes and sees me, a golden lariat that I spin out of the hair of, Queen Kate. Take her, snatch all of her hair out and spin it into golden thread. And then I'll give that to Elon to give to Voldemort. I mean, why not? Well, let's all go to Hogwarts and get gonorrhea and warts or something. I don't know. I mean, hell, why don't we all go to Fantasy Island, the Treasure Island? No, Ricardo Montalban, the Blade. Well, we were the midgets. Well, did you kill the midgets? Did you slaughter them? I don't know. Are there no midgets left? I mean, well, we're the circus people. Am I the circus people? Baby cried the day the circus came to town, and she danced upon the wire without a net. Well, she called Ronnie, and he defied that he'd save her, and she jumped right off the high-rise building, and I caught her over here in my mind. I don't know what you all are doing. Oh, I've got the oceans all torn up and I'm commanding waves to swallow everybody up. Oh, I leave the Mummy movie in the sands. Why the sands? sons of the Sahara rise in the sky, then on the sand, deep down in the ocean, and then stop by some lava thing and go do all that. Why not? Hell, why gotta gun 5,000 babies born in my house and they're all sitting here in little cribs and I got tiny little baby bottles and I'm feeding them all. Oh my God, they're all right now. I don't know what you guys are doing. Well, go to the Inwood Lagoon. Well, go see them up in Westchester where I spent 2 or 3 weeks for just a vacation, I guess. So you can bill my Medicare and Medicaid. Well, that don't exist. Because Robert Kennedy can't exist because his wife's brother kept, because I got John Kennedy under my couch, all hacked up. I still got him alive. Well, because there's no death certificate. Well, they flew him here to me, in the future into the past. So I got Kennedy sitting here, and I got FDR sitting here, and well, I got Stalin and Peter the Great. They're coming over tonight for dinner and steaks. Well, we're going to go chop up atoms and come on, we're going to make steaks and eat their bodies and flesh. I mean, I'm a cannibal. I don't fucking know. It's so stupid. You people are ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck any of you are doing or why. It don't matter at this point. It just don't matter. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Because there's nothing verifiable. I don't even know I exist. Thank God I have a passport and the matching card. This stays good until March 14th of next year. So I can take some money and go get a plane ticket and go wherever I want in the world anytime I want. I sure can. No prohibition against it. Well, it's not prohibition, is it? Are we amending the Constitution again and say everybody could have meth and drugs and kill and murder for 10 years? And then we passed another amendment that said the killing time's over now. I mean, we can amend it to do whatever we want, right? Well, just amend it and say, rape everybody. Take all women of childbirth years and force them to be fucked by any man that can get it up and come in their mouth. I don't know. Amend the Constitution and say that, and then unamend it. How many times have you amended and unamended it since? The last time it was amended? I don't know. Well, did you meet in the Jolly Green Giants Beanstalk House and have a meeting of Congress or something? I mean, I don't know. I can't find a meeting of Congress. I've been to Washington several times. Last time there, really, some big men that didn't identify themselves as anything, literally grabbed me and literally drugged me out of the station and threw me out the fucking door. Literally did that. A lot of people saw it, didn't do nothing. Oh, well, who's saying the true thing? I'm saying the truth. We'll have a hearing then and bring witnesses. You won't do that either. Well, I didn't do this. Somebody's responsible, not me. I don't care. I guess Trump is butt-fucking Modi. A Jekyll of a slew, or are they in the Amazon? Are they having a fun? Are they at Epstein's private island and all the men and women are fornicating? I mean, I don't know. Are we doing baby cutting up rituals? Are they sacrificing babies off the top of Trump Tower? I mean, I swear to God, I don't know. I have no way to know anything. By the New York Times. Oh, really? I'm going to believe what I read in some paper I pick up over there. When I have a paper in here, when I was in Washington, it says New York Times, Washington edition, and I still haven't looked up online, because I ain't going to look it up online. I should be able to go to a place they used to call the morgue, where you can actually see a real paper and have it in a library back not that far. So I want to take the paper I have and go to a place where I can actually get a newspaper that says the New York Times, a different edition the same day. I can't find it. Because on February 22nd, 2022, I'm sitting at that room, at that wooden table, the same time that Putin, that flanks the phalanx of tanks roll into Bucha. Well, my computer went flash, flash, flash. I lost my account with Verizon and my Microsoft and everything I had changed in an instant. And I couldn't access anything anymore. Nothing. No. Nothing. Nothing. Everything went behind a paywall on that day. Everything did. All news media. I've been here since September 1st, 2019. This is February 22nd, 2022. Until that happened, at that moment, I didn't think about things too much. Although I'd already been rousted out of Columbia by then. Yeah. December 2021. By January 10th, 2022, was the day the Academic Affairs Committee met. I'd already submitted my documentation to them. 1 page is all I could do through the students, who's no longer the dean of students. And a few days after that, I got an official letter signed by Harper Valley PT, yeah. And I'm going to tell you all a story about the wretched lie in New York City, where they're haunted and the Dutch are here terrorizing everybody. And there is some people that are living mighty fine, and they live secret lives on secret trains and secret places that I can't find. Oh, they are evil and they're rotten at the almost in on it. He's not Italian and he ain't a boss of even a sif. Well, chop his dick off and stuff it in Adam's face and bring those 2 motherfuckers and strip him and make him butt fuck African style. Oh yeah, why not? It can be true or false. And here I am, where they're doing nothing. I see them, I don't know where they are. I know what goes on. I know they work in the night and the day, and I've seen the news guy say, this is happening now, and I happen to be right by where it is, and I can't find it. Oh, great. Well, how can nobody around me speak to me? And even my own neighborhood. I'll say hello, and they won't even say, oh, hi, how are you? Not at all. No one, not one person. For 4 years. As of October 15th, I guess. Well, why would we haggle over 2 or 3 days when it's been every day since I moved in here? 2021. Oh, well, we'll give a few days. The lease says the 15th, and I didn't quite make it before Halloween. So, sometimes a few minutes, Not one person. Not one person. Not one person. Until somebody the other day I talked to, when I was here for 39 hours, and she did show me a passport thing. It's a real passport thing. It's European. I've never seen anything like it. Now she found me. Well, she did. And we talked on the street. I have her phone number. I haven't called it. Because I'm not sure it's real. So why would I call it? I might go over there and try to call it. But I did call it. No answer. I don't believe that's real either. No. How is that possible to be in New York City, New York, and not even have anybody go in a place and have a beer? Like, why? I don't know anybody in there. I'm not going to go in a bar and do what? Sit there and go to the Mohegan Sun, which I did in Norwich, and literally had to go in and pay money. And they brought me a plate and set it in front of me, a place I'd sat many times. And it was a plate of dry bun, some piece of meat, and literally potato chips crumbled on top of it. And that was what I got served at a place that used to be a very elegant place. So I don't know. It's all true. It is. We'll call a hearing. Swear me in. I'll swear in. On the pain of death, should I tell a lie? Oh, you want to do that? Well, I don't really understand it then. So I'm a prisoner. A criminal. I've been criminally convicted of a crime. And my sentence is to sit here forever and have no one speak to me. And that's my punishment for a heinous criminal crime I committed. That goes here in New York City. It has to be. Shunning? A shunning thing? Shun? That's not how you get shunned in a religion. No. No, you get to go somewhere else and have a life. I just can't believe it, people. Outrageous. The whole world is in on this then. Is the whole world? Vladimir Putin, Ayatollah Khomeini, the president female of Mexico, the prime minister of Australia, the leader of every country in Africa, the leaders of India, the leaders of every nation of the Middle East, the governor of every state of the United States, Secretary Linda McMahon and her husband and the Wrestling Federation people are in on this to me. They have to be. She's the Secretary of Education, so it says. So she has to know this. All that. Jamie Dimon, every shareholder of Chase Bank and Bank of America, every shareholder's got a letter of disclosure that says, we want you to know the whole world has conspired against this one man, Ron Ward. And he's been convicted of a criminal crime, and we participated in his sentence for a criminal violation is to sit in this apartment till the day he dies, and no one's going to speak to him. That's our judgment by a corporation. Really? I'm not appeared before a judge. I've been in court anywhere and stood, never been accused of anything. Well, what kind of punishment is this? For what? I haven't ever been before a judge or served anything to appear, ever. Have a trial of any kind. Well, what have I done? I don't have a means to do anything about it. There's nobody to talk to. No court. Anyway, what is that? Fucked up. There's that fucking nigger right over there, that fucking liar. There he is, right there. I don't know who the fuck he is. Who is that motherfucker? I don't care who he is. Because I can't talk to him. I don't care. I don't know where he is. There's no number to call. There's nobody to call. No one. Anywhere. At all. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. I guess I'm free to organize what I want. So, I'm going to go to Delaware after September 3rd. See what happens. When I get access to a big pile of cash, it's my cash. And I'll buy whatever I want to buy. And kill who I want to kill. And I go down there and that's all a lie. Well, I'm going to show up at the address that I was correct. If I go down there and that's a lie and there's nobody there, well, I don't know what then. Oh, I'll pay the way. I'll get there. I can get there. And I'll take a video the whole way and I'll be humiliated. And I say, well, they did it again. Just drug me out to spend my own cash for nothing. So then this corporation's a lie. And this corporation's a lie. And if these two corporations are lying again, then every corporation that ever existed in the world's a lie. Because then Delaware's a lie. And the Chancery Court's a lie. And yeah, I don't know. So that'd be great. I'll just continue to live the way I live. What am I supposed to do? Really. Do you think I need people to talk to me, really? My psycho problem? No, I don't need it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. If people want to be friendly, whatever, I can buy a cup of coffee. No, I can buy nobody fucking nothing. I don't buy anything for anybody. No. I don't buy anything for me. I spend my money at these stores, though. I'm not doing that anymore. No. I don't need to buy anything. I'm on my phone. I'll pay the bill. Although nobody else pays for their phone. But I'll pay for it. I'll pay my own way. It just means I get a bigger payout later. I don't care. It's all accounted for. I'm going to get a lot of money one day. Somebody has to. Oh, I don't care. I'll just live this way. And buy a plane ticket later and fly to someplace and go to Aruba and come back here and nobody will talk to me. Well, I'll go to Paris and nobody will talk to me in Paris. I don't care. Nobody talked to me last time I was there. They didn't. No. I didn't meet anybody when I was in Paris. I went out to a bar and a dance place. Well, I didn't dance with anybody, talk to anybody. I bought myself a drink and left. The people at the desk at the Vendôme place, that's what it said it was. Well, they talked to me about checking me in. And the people inside were very nice. And the room was lovely. I've never seen so much panel things everywhere, marble everywhere. And in the breakfast place, I mean, white linen of their very fine dressed people, coffee served. I mean, it was really lovely and fine. I didn't know anybody. I didn't go there to see anybody. I didn't. I did get on a boat in Amsterdam, though. What was supposed to be, and I did ride a boat from Amsterdam. It was at a dock in Amsterdam. So it said, it looks more like I don't know what Amsterdam looks like. They have little canals and little flat boats, and you get in there, and I rode around on those and went on the thing. And went to a couple of museums. Went down there and rode these little train things, electric. They had little green things along the thing that you would stand and piss in. I mean, that's what they had. I mean, I don't know. I've never been there before, but that's what I saw. And then went down to a place. Oh, I flew. Got there. I got there by plane to Amsterdam. I had to fly from Norwich, Connecticut to get to Amsterdam because the cruise ship started in Amsterdam and said that it was going to Barcelona. So I got on a plane from Norwich. They don't have an airport. I either went to T.F. Green, I either went to Bradley in Hartford, or I went to T.F. Green in Providence. I doubt I went to Logan in Boston. Maybe I can imagine I did that. So I either left out of Bradley or T.F. Green in Providence. He got on an airplane and rode in an airplane that I paid for. And I landed at an airport. And I got transportation. And they said, oh, you're at this hotel, and it's Amsterdam. Okay, I'm in Amsterdam. Walked around. I didn't go there to see nobody. No, I just went on a trip by myself. But I wanted to. I didn't know anybody to go visit. I went on a trip. That's all. I didn't know anybody to go talk to. Well, nobody was talking to me anyway. I didn't know anybody. I just walked around and was a tourist. Bought some things down there. Some hats and things like that. Yeah. And then stayed there for 4 days. And then paid for it in advance. And then some taxi thing or something gave me a ride to a place where I got on a ship and walked up a gangplank and got on the boat. And the boat pulls out, sails around, and we sail around. And it says, you're in Little Brittany. We get off a boat and it's a place and there's nothing there. And buses came, picked up the people there and took us into a town. And we walked around there and I bought some food and a few things and the time to go and went back and got on the boat and left there and sailed around. And they said, oh, we're in Balboa. Okay, I got out of the boat there. Went to a thing. It says it's a coconut. I went in there. It's all silvery looking. I mean, shaped like this, but it's silvery looking. I went in there and looked around and went laughed. Got back on the boat. The boat went. They said, well, now we're in Lisbon. Okay, I got off the boat. Walked around in the Lisbon and got back on the boat. Okay, next stop is this little island where you party. Okay, we sailed and whatever. Okay, now okay, we're here. There's this little island place. Okay, I got off the boat, took a taxi, paid for it, and took me to some place. And a big stage is standing up, and I stood there and danced around and listened to all that, and got a taxi and paid for it, and got back to a place and went back to the boat. And the boat left and said, "Okay, we're at Barcelona. All right, get off the boat. Go to a place I already paid for in advance and stay there in a place 2 or 3 days and go to the Familia Sagrada and walk down there. Oh, there's a big building. It's a Familia Sagrada. Oh, okay. I go in there. Go to the top of that and the thing and go up some stairs and look out some windows and go back down and all right. And go back to the place and sleep and get up and get a taxi. Oh, taxi, pay for it. It takes me to an airport. I get on a plane that I paid for in advance. And it flies up in the air and lands and say, okay, we're in Paris. All right. Get a taxi, pay for that. Drives me to a place they say is a fit dome. Okay, I go in this building. I paid for it in advance. Stay there. Walk out this building and to the left there's, there's the Louvre. And it's got the glass thing there. And I go down some stairs down there and I go in that building. I spent 2 or 3 days walking all around this museum. While I'm there, I go over there and go in the building called Notre Dame and walk all through there and leave. And then I go down, and another day I walk to the Eiffel Tower and I get in there and go up a little elevator thing and go at the top of the Eiffel Tower and come back down. And then go back to the hotel and sleep. And, then I get a taxi to go back to the airport. Well, it was a lot of traffic, so we missed the plane. I spent a little time there at the airport and I stayed a night in another place and paid for that and then got back and went to the airport because I missed a plane. And got on a plane and flew from Paris back to here and ended up back in Norwich, Connecticut, on my address on Golden Street. I did all that stuff. I don't understand. I don't understand anything. I did all those things. It'd be obvious to anybody. I paid for it all in advance. Through Chelsea Groton Bank, where I had a bank account. It's all on records. It's not that long ago. Come on. If you can't find that out about me and know that I paid online through Chelsea Groton Bank or Bank America and had those transactions, and you don't know that, and you don't want to ask me, but I got a letter here that says I have to do what? That's what I have to do. That's why I'm going to lose. Because this fucking letter. Because the letter says this. I'm going. Pay it in person, $50. Because I'm not going to mail it to an address that I can prove I'm sending $50 on for my charity that I'm responsible for and put on there and have proof that I did it, dated September 4th, 2020. Yeah, it's only not 5 years yet. This has got to be true. It's postmarked. It says it's from there with a postmark on it. And here's the one from Colonial Penn for $2.06 that I ordered, and I got life insurance whole life there. Well, here's this. How old is this? You're telling me that I should not go down here to spend $50? Well, I sure as the fuck ain't gonna mail it. Well, where would I mail it to? How would I know it got there? I get letters here all the time that have no postage on them at all. None. I get 2 that do. Well, that's real as far as I'm concerned, because I had the authority to do that at Matrix Investment Corporation through the post office at Groton, Connecticut. We had a machine by Pitney Bowes. We paid postage on it at the fucking post office, 06340. Jennifer and me, Gary, yeah, I did all that. In 95, I know how it fucking works. Well, what the fuck? I don't care. That's a liar, a bitch liar. I don't care what she says. It's meaningless to me. I don't know who she is, where she's at. Doesn't mean anything to me. It can't. I don't know anybody here. Nowhere to go. It's not news. I can't verify it. It's just a person talking on TV, like me on here, but this is really me. I don't know who she is. Who is that? I don't know who these people are. Fuck it, I don't care. Deadly shooting in Haven Park. Oh, really? I don't care. I don't care. It's unverifiable. I'm not going to go to Haven Park to see if there's a shooting there. No. I can't go to any place anybody even says. Even the guy that says he's out at a game or soccer thing. I was already in the area. I was in New York. He says here in Southern Park. I couldn't find it. So he's a liar too. They have sporting events in buildings and campuses, Hofstra and places, at all kinds of weird times of the day and night around here. I don't know. I'm not part of that. I'm not included. I don't have an opportunity to participate. There's no way to participate. They never have on here where to call or a phone number. Well, we're at this place, and this is whatever this game thing, and they don't say, well, this is Sally Johnson. She's the director of this program. And Sally, your number is ... and your address is, if you want to participate in this is where you call, and this is going. Well, they're recruiting people to do a league or play baseball or any sport. They never. If they did, I would go. I would. To find out. There's never reported on here, ever. Not one time. Not even today. Talking about death. It's meaningless to me. You're telling me there's no Rotary here? There's no Elks. There's no Boy Scouts. There's no Girl Scouts. There's no any sport that I could even, like, say I'll help you raise money or give money or organize a bake sale or anything. We used to joke. Literally. Well, we had bake sales to raise money to buy things for schools, and I did that. And we said, well, I guess if they ever got to the point they had to have a bake sale for a submarine or a gun, maybe we wouldn't have to have that, and then we wouldn't have any guns or things. Well, now there's no bake sales or anything. I guess they have all the guns and violence they want in the world, and they'd run it out of here. And I should just be fortunate I'm alive and say thank you to some people I don't know. I go to church up here on Sundays, and the priest won't speak to me. No. And neither will the new priest who's supposed to be trans or lesbian with tattoos all over. She won't talk to me either. The only people that talk to me is a few people that I sit with and talk, and, well, that's it. I mean, that's it. Oh, my friend Michael Lansky. Oh, I got beat up inside of his apartment at 500 East 72nd Street, 74th Street, a while ago. Just pummeled by two guys inside the house, of course. Yeah, it happened. What am I supposed to do about it? There's no police to call. Who I report it to? I ain't going back. No, I ain't going back there. Any business I have to do with him, I'll take care of, but I'm not going to deal with those people. If I see Sergey, his name's Sergey, he's nobody. He's nobody, and he did it. Well, I guess he's Russian then, I guess, or Ukrainian. Well, let Zelensky or Putin take care of it then. And let him report that they got Sergey, or who is, they did a thing, and show his fucking face. And he's in jail somewhere. Well, why do I see faces of people who are supposed to be in jail in Moscow and can't get free, and everybody's trying to get them free or something? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I see Vladimir Putin sitting in a table with a bunch of people sitting around a table talking like that all the time, saying the same thing over and over. What the fuck's that helping? That don't do nothing with me. Has nothing to do with me. I see President Trump signing things and whatever. I don't know. I've not seen him. I don't know where he is. I have no idea where he is. I've not seen a single federal person. Not one. Not a soldier. Nobody in federal uniform. Donald Trump. No, nothing on the ground here in New York City has anything to do with any single secretary he has. Nome or czars, nobody. They have no offices here. I wouldn't know where they were. There's no information available. It says, in the president's effort to make New York safe or Washington, D.C. safe, if you want to be part of a citizen thing or help and to do anything, we need blood donations. We need anything. Come and volunteer to help do anything. None. They don't need anybody. They must not be needing soldiers, I guess. There's not even any recruitment. Like if you want to volunteer for the military or help military wives or people of our military who are injured or hurt or help do anything for the military. I used to do things to help the Navy in Groton at the submarine base. Yeah, I participated in that stuff. I did. I did when I lived there. They know me there. I did. Well, I don't have to go there, do I? To do what? Last time I was there, I went to the Mohegan Sun and was paid money to get a stupid Melmac plastic plate thing. I had better dishes than that with a dry bun. I had no choice of condiments and chips crumbled up and served that, and I sat there and ate it because I paid for it. And didn't want to disrespect myself or anybody else, and I just ate it. And then they called an ambulance for me. And I went to Backus Hospital, and there's a record of that. And they did black out the ambulance, though. They did. We rode in the dark from Mohegan Sun when I went out to Backus Hospital, through a place, and went inside, saw nurses, and walked out the front door the next day after I paid for a meal and food. At Backus Hospital, walked out the door and walked down the street, right by the Levingwell House, and right on down the street, and stopped at the gas station, bought something there, and went to Chelsea Garment Bank because it was open. Saw the person there, did what I did, and walked in Stop and Shop, and still have everything in there I bought there in a bag, all bagged up with receipts. Okay, what now? I mean, come on. What next? What? Oh, I didn't talk to anybody there. I talked to the lady inside Stop and Shop and the cashier lady and the manager in the store. They were really nice. They helped me do everything. They did. I said, I need to do these things. I need to buy this, and then you go over there and you activate it, please. And she called it and activated and gave it to me. And I spent all that on those cards. Well, that was anonymous money, and I used it for me, and I helped some other people out. I did. Mike, a landscape in that building, and then I got pummeled later by two guys. I don't know what that's for. Well, there ain't no more for me. No, he ain't using me no more for whatever he is. He ain't nobody. He don't work for nobody. He's a freelance terrorist. He ain't under nobody. Anyway, I've not done anything wrong with him. I was here before he showed up. Yeah, Per Larson is the man who owns that apartment. He's supposedly Dutch. Oh, I know his little story. He had me there first, before Mike ever showed up. And I ate with Per across the street, where there used to be an Episcopal church. But Bishop Hyde, who's Episcopal bishop in charge of the Diocese of New York, raised that building. And I watched it be torn down and a new building built, but nobody lives there. So Bishop Hyde's responsible for that. But Bishop Dici blessed me at the Holy Rood and welcomed me to that, and there's people who know that. But I don't know those people. The last time I was up there, the lady who was the warden of the church, I had a key and went to sleep there because I had the key that opened the door and was sleeping on the chancel. And they showed up in the morning with people looking like police and made me leave and gave me a bum rush. Wouldn't even let me put my shoes on. And out the door I went. Fucking bitch. Bitch. Fucking bitch, warden. All of them bitches, liars, bastards, sacrificing babies in there from the island voodoo people. She did that to me after 2 years of volunteering there and getting paid no fucking money. It ain't no church anymore. She did that to me in the name a Bishop Hyde and the Episcopal Church of the United States in the name of the church. Episcopal Church. And where's former Bishop Franklin? Or William Franklin? Where's that right reverend bastard at? Him and his fucking Italian fucking wife. Where's him and his kids at? I ate in his house. This housing provided by Columbia. Well, where's he at? Fake bishop, I guess. A liar. Dressing up in a costume from Broadway. He can't be a friend of mine. I call and try to speak to him and he won't. So that's a lie.